Later on, we're going to talk about the weight that you actually pile on whilst on holiday. Let's go now to Fatima Parker, positive body image campaigner, and she's on the line. Hi, Fatima.
Oh, hello, Danny.
Hi, good afternoon. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And
you're talking
to a tubby radio presenter.
Apparently, you buy your lunch. You can't resist not having lunch.
I had a healthy salad, you'll be glad. But I ruined it with a load of creamy mayonnaise-y sweet chili sauce, Fatima.
Oh, it's okay for this time, but next time try and reduce a little bit of the mayonnaise. Don't punish yourself.
No.
Right.
So listen, let's talk about this story. What do you think? I mean, if someone who is, do you mind me using the word fat? I know that you're a positive body image campaigner.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're dead fat, you go to the doctors, and the doctor says, listen, you need to lose a bit of weight. I'm not going to give you a prescription for some form of drug or anything to help you suppress the appetite. What I want you to do is go and get yourself a pair of trainees and nip down the local park for half an hour a day under the supervision of, I don't know who would supervise, but someone's there.
All the conversation is great if there's just the doctor changed the goal from I want you to lose weight to I'd like you to get fit and healthy. The patient would be more receptive, and they would do it with pleasure if they can, not having other underlying issues, health issues. Because sending, if a doctor has a fat patient or an obese patient, as they call them, in front of them, it means that this patient has tried everything to lose the weight. So taking a new paradigm, a new idea, a new way of looking at things, and then applying this not only to your fat patient, but as well to your underweight patient or to a patient that you feel is not fit and healthy. Include everybody. I think it's a good advice. Try and you'll get a positive, as I said, and your patient would run to that park before you know it. If they think they're going to get healthy and fit, and they do not have that obligation on their neck to lose the weight.
Oh, Fatima, I'm not sure that everybody who is carrying weight has tried to lose weight. Because you'll always see fat fellas propping up the bar, drinking 10 pints of ale, Friday nights, Saturday nights, all across the West Midlands. I'm not, and then they stop off for a curry. I'm not convinced everybody who carries weight really does anything about it. I don't think going to the doctors is the last resort.
You see, if these people have this lifestyle, they can be fat or thin. Don't tell me that there are no thin men or not obese men who do the same thing.
Correct,
have their curries and down their pints.
But they don't have a problem with being overweight, though.
See, they have a problem. It is not showing, but health problem, yes. They'll have a heart attack, and they'll have a high blood pressure, and they'll have a high cholesterol, and all sorts of things. It's just taking your patients that are fat, that they have the obvious way, you can see their guilt, supposedly, because they're fat. But the others, what about the others? They can be underweight, and they can be taking in too many calories, empty calories, a lot of fat and sugar, and so on.
Why, Fatima, why are they able to eat and drink what they want and they don't put weight on?
It's their genetics, their metabolism. On the BBC, you've had a series of programs that looked at all this. I think it's called The Men Who Make Us Thin.
Yes.
And it's a very good series, and it explains all these things.
And also dancing. We've got a local girl who's going on to Strictly Come Dancing, Alison Hammond. She could lose a bit of weight dancing around.
She has tried to lose a lot of weight. I think what Alison should do is just concentrate on being good and winning it like Amber Riley did in America. Amber Riley is. She was in. She's an actress and a singer. She was in.
Is she a big girl?
Glee. Have you watched Glee? I think it's called Glee.
No. Is she overweight?
She is. She's not slim, and she's not morbidly obese, but she's quite fat. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And she. And not only did she win it, but she must have lost a bit of weight as well.
You see, you lose if you exercise, if you change your lifestyle, but it doesn't last if you don't keep that lifestyle.
No, exactly. So you need to maintain it as well.
Yeah, you had Liz Riley as well in 2012. She did the Strictly Come Dancing.
Did she win it?
No, she didn't.
You can tell I don't really watch this programme.
okay. It's just to show that, I mean, you can be fat and fit, and you can be fat and you dance. And
fat people can dance well.
Oh, yes, of course. It's the thing is the stigma and the discrimination, the stigma, the ostracizing. Just go away. You're no good. You can't play exercise. You can't play sports. So then they complain why fat people don't exercise. It's because since childhood you're told you're no good.
Yeah.
So you become scarred for life, and you just develop that complex that you're no good enough.
Well, let me tell you, Fatima, when I was a kid, I'm 44 now, and I'm just over 19 stone, but I'm 6'5". Mm-hmm. And this morning I did an hour and 5 minutes on the treadmill because I'm losing weight and I'm still physically fit. Cardiovascular, I'm still really quite physically fit, although I am about 1.5 stone overweight. But when I was 16, I was probably 20 stone, 21 stone. I was a really fat kid. And then I shed a lot of weight when I was 24, 25, and I've managed to maintain. I'm a few pounds overweight, but I was really, really fat as a kid, and I was desperately unhappy as well. Do you think if you're really, really big, you can be happy? Because whenever I hear fat people say, I'm happy the way I look, I don't believe them.
I mean, why were you unhappy, Danny? And we're not going to be doing psychotherapy or on live radio. But if you think about it, you'll see that the reaction to you that people were giving you were probably discriminated against, you were laughed at, bullied, and so on. So you see, it is not the fat itself; it's the way you are. You live in a world that rejects you. You wouldn't have been 20 stone if you lived in a world that loved you and people got you there and your friends...
maybe there was an underlying psychological condition.
Maybe, yes, and maybe a health condition,
They used to call me Roland. Did you ever watch Grange Hill in the 80s? There was a big fat kid. He was a Greek kid with mops of black greasy hair and NHS spectacles on Grange Hill.
Mm-hmm. No, I didn't watch that.
I look like him.
Yeah, I think we should stop discriminating, especially bullying children. There's a lot of harm, bullying and shaming and naming and using this fat language. Everything. Oh, this is fattening. That's fattening. Oh, she looks horrible in that. She shouldn't wear that. We should change all this because it's hurting children. And it's hurting the young girls getting into anorexia and bulimia and body loathing and self-cutting and all these problems, psychological problems that are all due to this pressure to be thin, fit and slim and, all these things.
Fatima, can I thank you for your time? I thoroughly enjoyed talking to you.
Me too. Thank you very much, Danny.
Thank you so much. And if you want to pick up the phone, and I want to throw that out there, should people who are carrying a lot of weight be... Ordered is not the right word because we don't live in a state with a dictator who's going to order fat people to run down and jog down the park. But should they be advised by their doctors to say, listen, there's a class at your local park and it's on every Thursday at 6:00, and please, that's my prescription for you. Get yourself down there and oxygenate your blood cells. What do you think about this?